So we are now going to be fitting Derby with an e-collar. This is task number 13. So some of the ones that we have in our clinic is this one. This is the, I believe, KVP Safety Shield brand. This is a 10 3/4, a 10.75 to 14.5 inch. Ideally what we like the hard plastic ones, so that the dog has a harder time bending it when they're trying to get to the area. And then we usually like it to be around 2 to 3 inches past the tip of the nose, so that if they push it down the neck, they still can't reach the spot that they is affected that they're trying to go after. So Derby has a relatively thin neck, a longer snout, so she's actually in between sizes. I'll show you how to fit this one, but the next size up we have doesn't quite fit her very well. It's a little bit too big. If I were sending a dog home, I would send home the bigger size. I can actually grab it real quick. Right here. Alright. So this is the bigger size. And she's right in between those that we have. So I am going to show you how we fit it to her. Sit. Good girl. So we just put it around the neck, and then I try to put the collar to the outside so that if the owner wants to take the dog for a walk or something, they're able to access it easily. And these just have snaps. So I adjust it so that I can fit 1 or 2 fingers into the collar, but not more. I don't want it worked up over the head. And then I just snap around. And then she is fitted with a collar. You can see if she pushes it up, it's not going to come off her head. It is a little shallow. Her nose sticks out just a little bit from the tip. So this one would be a little bit too small for her. So if I was sending her home with it, I would not use this one. There we go. The next size up we have, you'll see, is a little bit big on her. Good girl. So again, Derby, come here. Sit. Good girl. Again, making sure her collar is on the outside. The bigger they are, the more cumbersome they are to work with. Good girl. This one does not want to fold the right way. Good girl. Alright, and because this is a little bit bigger, it's going to be all the way to the 3 snaps. So this would be a more appropriate size to send Derby home with. It extends past the tip of her muzzle. If you can see, it's about 3 inches or so, a little bit big, but not too bad. And then it cannot get up over her head, so she cannot slip out of it. She cannot use her back legs to kick it off. I can fit 2 fingers snugly under the collar, so it is not too tight. But this would be a good size option for Derby if she were needing to go home with this e-collar. Alright, so we just fitted Derby to the Safety Snaps e-collar. I did want to show you the other collar option we have here in the hospital. These are by Buster, made in Denmark by Cruz. These are the adjustable ones, but they have the little loops. So what you would do is you would make the cone, and then you would weave the ends in and out of these preset holes that they have here. So you just weave the ends in and out to secure it so that it forms the classic cone, and then it would have all these loops on the ends. I don't think I have one preformed. Let me see if I can just put this loop in real quick. So then once it's around the dog's neck, it has all these loops on the end, and what you can do is you can either put the collar through the loop, or here in the hospital we actually just use brown cling gauze, and we make a loop in a circle, and we just use a bow tie and tie it to the neck of the dog. That way the owner can take it off easily, put it back on. They can throw away the gauze if they want, or not. They can keep it for later use with the collar. We do always recommend that a dog who's going home with a collar, the owner keeps the collar. They're non-returnable with our hospital, because they probably will need it in the future if the dog you know, if they're going home, especially at 6 months for a spay and neuter, and they're needing a collar, then they'll probably at some point need it again in the future. So we always recommend keeping it because you just never know. So that's how you use an e-collar.